Okay. All right. Awesome. So let me go ahead and introduce our next two amazing people that are going to be joining us as you all are getting your waters and kind of taking a deep breath. So I don't even know if my introduction will do her any justice after, Oscar just shared such an amazing story about Angie. Quick little background. I met Angie about a year ago at the NFL Cheerleader Directors Conference, and just immediately, just her warmth and her personality and her smile just drew me in. And we became, I feel like, conference friends that then led over into now a lasting, I feel like, relationship. She is a former USA cheer staff instructor and competition judge. She's a graduate of Arizona State University with a degree in communication and art history, of course, intelligent as well. She danced for 4 seasons with the Arizona Rattlers, and she was selected to represent the Rattlers in the 2007 at the Arena Bowl Dream Team. Angie cheered for the Arizona Cardinals for 2 seasons and cheered at the Super Bowl. So jealous. Super Bowl 43 in Tampa Bay. Angie was a two-time Arena Bowl Dream Team director and choreographer. And then outside of game day, she has literally helped other people. I mean, Oscar already mentioned it, but she has appeared on The Ellen Show, Americans Got Talent, Super Bowl halftime with Katy Perry, performed on stage with New Kids on the Block. I don't know if all of you all old heads remember them. Total crush. And then before becoming the director for the Arizona Cardinals and the Rattlers, she worked in sales and interior design fabrication. So super excited to be talking to Angie in just a bit. And then we're also going to be learning from Davis. Davis has been dancing since she was just 3, guys. She was a competitive dancer, as you can see, many different locations. She auditioned for the Arizona Palm Line at the University of Arizona, where she received her bachelor's in sports marketing management. She made the Arizona Cardinals cheerleaders in 2017 and was able to lead the cheerleaders as a captain for 2 seasons and was named the 2020 Pro Bowl cheerleader. So we are actually sisters in the Pro Bowl world. After 4 seasons as an Arizona Cardinal, she is retiring. Oh no! But never plans to stop dancing. So super excited to have both of these amazing women on with us. So if you all can, Angie and Davis, say hello to everybody. How are you all doing?
Hi, everyone.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. So Angie, before we kind of get started and we turn things over to Davis, just was wondering if you wanted to have just any opening remarks first before we get started. And then I know we're going to bring you back on, obviously, at the end for the Q&A.
Sure. Well, hello, everyone. And Davis, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. I just wanted to just share with you guys a lot of what Oscar said with research. I heard Jamila she was saying that same thing yesterday as I popped in. And the thing is, it's so true. Whether it's a college team you're going for, a pro team, anything you're doing, even a job, I think that's so important. I did that myself as I was auditioning. I remember looking and going, what are they wearing? What are they looking like? What is their style? Who stands out to me in these photos? Because we didn't have social media back when I was trying out, so it's been a minute. But anyways, you guys are doing great, but this is the first step, is getting on platforms like this and having these experiences and making connections. It's really smart, and you guys are gonna already be ahead of the game. So I think it's great that there's programs like this, and I want to commend you all on taking your time and giving your weekend to really invest in yourself. I think that's really smart, and it shows that you want it. So yeah, I think that's great. And you guys are going to love. Davis is going to give you a little taste of some of our choreography. It's more, it's just really some little tiny combinations that we do throughout the game when there's music that you're like, oh, what do we do? And what I want you to watch is Davis's style. She's one of the most phenomenal performers. She can just be doing a step clap and you're just drawn to her. So it's no wonder the team voted her to Pro Bowl. It's no wonder they voted her as a captain. She's a phenomenal performer, but a brilliant girl, a great leader. And I'm really excited for you guys to see a little bit of our style and a lot of Davis. So yeah.
Awesome. What an amazing introduction. So thank you, Angie. Can't wait to kind of just pick your brain a little bit toward the end as well as part of our Q&A. So as a reminder, everyone, when you have questions, you're going to throw those in the chat a little bit later on with the big, like all caps question, and then we'll get to Q&A later. And now I think I'm just going to turn it over to Davis. So Davis, hello, welcome to our community. We are so excited to have you here. We will be manning the chat for you. So if there are any questions, we'll let you know. That way you can concentrate on teaching and performing and just helping everyone that is here with us. So how are you doing, Davis?
Perfect. Sounds great. I'm good. I'm so excited to be here. This is so great.
Awesome. Yay. Well, it's all yours.
Awesome. Okay. So like Angie just mentioned, we're not going to be doing a ton of technique. There's not a ton of turns and leaps. We're really focused on our style and performing more than we are about how high your kick is. So we start, I'll face the back. You guys can watch me. We start in our pose, which is toe popped, hands on hips. I'm not using palms. We usually have our palms, but hands will start on hips. You hold the intro, 5, 6, 7, 8. It starts on 1. We call these the AZCC claps, and they're just claps back and forth. We'll be doing those for 2 8 counts, but they look like step, you slap your hip, clap at your chest, step, clap, step, clap. And you kind of see how my toes are pointing front, front. And the goal is to be overly bouncy. You want the fans and the upper nosebleeds to see you guys moving. So you're starting, hold it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 8 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're cleaning 7, 8. Your legs are just coming together. Yeah. Moving on, it is 1 and 2. To the front, that just looks like hands and broken T. 1 and 2. Really sit in that hip, yeah. 1 and 2. You're punching your hip on 3, 4. So from the front, 1 and 2, you punch it 3, 4, and really sit in those hips. 3, 4, you shoot out. 5, throw it down, 6. Hand on hip and hand on toe. You have 2 counts to roll up. 6, 7, 8. One more time with that 8 count. We just got done clapping. 5, 6, 7, clean, 8. You go 1, 2, punch it 3, 4, and 5, 6, up, 7, 8. Great. Moving on. We're jumping to the side on 1. Kind of get low. 1, you push back. 2, 3, clean to the front on 4. You shake it down if you had palms. 5, 6, 7, 8. And all that looks like is we shake our palms really clean, not too big. You're up, you're shaking and walking. 5, 6, 7. We call this the AZCC clean. Boom. It's like a tuck to get your hair flipped and out of your face. So let's go from the first 8 count after we just clapped. 6, 7, 8. You go 1, 2, punch 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 7, 8 to the side. 1, 2, 3, up, 4. You shake it. 5, 6, 7, clean, 8. Good to move on. I think so. Some thumbs up. Perfect. Okay. 6, 7, 8. We shoot up again on 1. You come down your body. 2, 3. So all that is, it's super simple, but you want to see your hips move, move. Yeah. So you're up 1, 2, 3. We slice around 4. All that is 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're coming down your body. 5, 6 to the front. 7, 8. So again, from the beginning of that little section, we just got done 5, 6, 7. We clean it. 8 to shoot up. 1, 2, 3. Slice it. 4, 5, 6. Up. 7, 8. Big hair to the front. 7, 8. Yeah. So you're up. 7, 8. You tee out. 1 to tap 2. So your hands are out, and when you tap, just to the side. So it should look like that from the side. You come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. That is 1. Tap it. 2. Circle around yourself while you step. 3, 4, and your hands are coming to your hip. 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. Clean it. 7. Big plie. 8. So what that looks like, it's just around. You slice it, and it's kind of like a belt around your belt, and clean. Another clean. Yeah, let's go from the top just to put those 2 different 8s together. We just got done clapping on 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, up, 7, 8. Jump it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1. Tap it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot. 7, 8. Yeah. Thumbs up. You guys doing good? Great. Okay, so moving on. There's not much choreography left. You get a nice little repeat in there. I love them. We'll go right into big claps. So these are different than what we just did. These big claps, we just finished 7, 8. We jump out. I'm gonna face you guys just to show you. Boom, you sit in that hip, clap it up. Now we're gonna go down. Sit in that hip, clap it down. Boom, these should be really big. Yeah? So you have 2 8 counts of those claps. So we can do it together, just so you guys can kind of get a feel. We just cleaned 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna clean on 8. Yeah, which easy enough. Right from there, we're going back into the 4 8 counts you just learned. So you just went 7, you clean 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, up. 4, shake it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I want you guys, we have, I think 2, maybe 1 or 2 more 8 counts, super simple. It's a lot faster than the way I'm counting. So we'll listen to the music really fast, mark it, kind of just get the tempo, and then we'll move on so you guys know what's coming. Okay, ready? We'll start from the top with our 2 AZCC 8 counts of claps. Here we go. 7, 8. Turn it up. Oh no. Sorry guys. 1 sec, keep going. Let's see. I've never had this go smoothly on Zoom. Sorry, let me turn on the speaker.
And while she's doing that, guys, just make sure you all can go from the top to counts. Just start working on it by yourself.
All right, let me just play this.
I can try to play it on my end if you want.
We might need that. Not sure.
Okay, while you're working yours out, I'll go ahead and play it on my end and we'll see if yours starts to cooperate.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep, no worries. All right, everyone, get ready. Here it comes.
Clap, sit down.
Cause my heart goes. Oh my God, this feeling's just begun. Saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you I should have run. But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. But my heart goes bum 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 bum.
Good job, guys. All right, I think I got it. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, so okay, good timing. Just to finish it up, this is the last 8 count, I believe, and we have a kick and a turn. So we just finished around, we hit out and we clean. You're gonna ball change on 1, 2. We cross in front. I'm gonna face you guys on 1, 2. Big kick, really tight L. Yeah, so that would be 6, 7, 8. You went 1, 2, kick, 3, clean, 4. We're prepping for a turn. On 5, 6, you're double turning on 7, 8. Because we have palms, we don't turn like this. Generally in dance you would, but you're gonna be holding your palms here, broken T. Yeah. So you just kicked on 1, 2, kick it, 3, 4. You're prepping 5, 6, double, 7, 8. Out of that, we jump out on 1. You're slapping your hips on 2. 1, slap hips, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. You're using your hips on 3, 4. Big head on 5, 6. Another shoot up on 7. You're stepping back with that right leg, low knee, 8. Ending pose, whatever you want on 1. That's whatever you guys want. So let's go over that last 2 8s. We just finished 7, 8. You're kicking. 1, 2, kick, 3, 4, prep, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, big head, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. So going into, after you just finish, you're here 7, 8. Make sure that's really sharp because I want to see you guys prep very clean. So make sure your legs are not here or here for the prep, behind you. Big kick, strong arms, prep it. Broken T. This looks good. Hips, big hair, boom. Then clean it up on the shoot up, down, and give me whatever pose you want. We'll do that a few times with music. Generally in our auditions, we'll always have it like a 2 8 count intro, and they'll teach us these claps. But you have the option to kind of show us what you got. So if we're clapping, maybe you want to throw some improv in there, a kick. If you can do a million turns, great. Obviously don't tire yourself out before the whole dance starts, but the 2 8 counts for the intro, this would be great if you guys want to do those. Add your own style, that's fine too, as long as you're ready for 1. Yeah. So let's try that. Feel free to clap. Feel free to add whatever you want. But we'll go through the whole entire combo because that's it. You guys finished. Good job. All right.
So are we ready? Really quick to counts again?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect. Just from the top. We just have a couple of requests to go from the top.
Okay. All perfect. Right. So from the top with counts, we'll go a little slower. We start here. We hold it. 5, 6, 7, 8. You clap. 1, 2, or improv. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 together, 8. 1 and 2, hips 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump it. 1, 2, 3, up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Clean it. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clean it. 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. New part. 7, 8. Take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1, 2. Hips. 3, 4. Head. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Good. Thumbs up. Awesome. You guys ready to go with music?
Okay, can we
All
do
right.
it with counts, but just a little faster?
Yep. I'll try to go to tempo for you
Perfect.
guys. So we're holding 5 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1. Up. 4, 5, 6, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clean it. 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick it. 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up. 7, 8. Pose. 1. A little bit faster. How was that? Good?
Yeah, I think everyone has it. That looked much better. Great job,
Yay.
ladies. Yay, yay, yay.
All right, let's try this music thing again. Does anyone need a drink? Sorry. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Music is on. How did everyone do? Good? I'm dying. That's a tough one.
Yeah, no, that was much better. I think they maybe just need to run it a couple more times with the faster pace, but it looks much better. Maybe if you wouldn't mind, run it with them one more time so that they can look at you and then watch them to see if there are any things that you need as far as corrections to maybe mention.
Great. Did you want me to run it with the music or just count?
What do you all want? You let us know. Do y'all need it with counts again? If you need it with counts again, give me a thumbs up.
Music.
Okay, so I'm seeing some thumbs up. So let's start with counts to pace, and
Okay.
then we'll do it music. And then if you wouldn't mind watching it and then providing corrections.
Perfect. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so starting on hips. Remember, when you're ready, branch out, do something fun, do your style. You have 2 8 counts to show us what you can do. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Punch it. 1, 2, 4. Go 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Big claps. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Clean it. 8. A 1 and 2, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Up 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ball change. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 7, 8. Pose 1. Yes? Any questions before music? And I'll do it with you guys and then watch you. All right.
Oh, I think we're good. I think they're ready for the music.
Perfect. Here we go. Everyone doing good? Do you mind if I watch you now? Let's see.
Great job, everyone. Really, really good job. Take a deep breath, grab some water, just a quick little sip. Because I would love for Davis to watch you all, because it's really, obviously these teams want to share their style. So they obviously can pick out things and nuances that I wouldn't be able to. So she'll be able to give general corrections to everyone based on what she sees. So give me a thumbs up if y'all are ready to go with the music. We're good? Okay. Awesome. I think they're ready. Jesse
Awesome.
has he's pulled out his palms. I see Candy has her palms.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, you have palms, use them. Okay, ready guys? I'm about to push play. All right, music is on. Yes, that was so good. Oh my gosh, that looks great. I noticed some of you looked awesome on here. You like used your hair. Boom. That looks great. Add in, I don't even know what you would call them, but we just do like random little hair flips, extra hips. So if I'm sitting in my hip, I'm sitting in my hip, but now I'm sitting in my hip. You guys, that looks awesome. boom. Every time you clean, make sure your palms, we call it palms, are kissing. So as close together as possible with keeping your arms straight. That just makes it so much cleaner. This was great. Boom. Little things. When you come back and you step, you could step here and just kind of look, but this is cute. See how I kind of twist my hip? Yeah. Boom. That was good. Our steps, I say they're like really over dramatic every time we pick up our feet. So on here, pick those feet up. Don't be afraid. Boom. I almost hit a passe. Kind of see that? Step. Step. Great. More bouncy. The more bouncy, the better. Kick was great. Super clean. Turns, yes. Boom. Boom. Fun ending pose. Do something different. Go to the ground. Be crazy.
Hey, Davis.
That's your time. But that was great.
Davis,
yes.
It's Angie. Will you do me a favor? Will you face the camera? Will you show them the difference? You know, you're clapping in the beginning and doing just the peppy clap. Will you show first what you see a lot of times when people don't realize that claps are choreography? Will you show just what like a boring clap looks like?
Yes.
And then show the difference.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me in the beginning. I was a college pom, so we didn't really have claps and understand. So I would clap, just step, you know, like you're just prepping. But this is our choreography. So instead of just making it a movement, we step and we cross. Boom. You hit that. I add some hair because why not? Yeah. And make sure you're not clapping too low. We want to clap at the chest. Don't cover your pretty face, but chest. Use that hair. Cross your feet. Kind of see my knees from the side. They're high. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a choreography. It's not, claps aren't easy as I thought they were, but it's a lot of movement, very bouncy. Add your own flavor too. Hair, hips, everything. Did you see anything else, Angie?
No, I just, it's hard to like see people's names when I notice something, but I will just say from a glancing point of view, a couple names that I was able to scroll over. There's the gal, Brittany Branch, I think it was. She really did a good job of copying your style, Davis. And I think that's so important when you're at an audition, whoever they have teaching that routine, they obviously like their style and they want you to do that. Try to copy them. So that was good. Someone, Marissa S., wherever you were, I saw as caught my eye. She was doing turn sequence, amazing hyperextended toe touch. And so in the beginning, again, something that caught my eye would catch other judges' eyes. I don't know if I'm saying it right, Della or Dea, just so much energy. I just kept looking at her screen. So there's little things that if I'm noticing them, judges will notice too. So Davis is a perfect example of someone like copy her style. A lot of her teammates do that too, because she's so clean, but yet you see there's a unique energy and like just something about it where you're like, oh, I want to dance, like Oscar had mentioned. So, but great job. As I was glancing a couple names, I'm like, who was that? But overall looked good. And hopefully you guys found this to be not too intimidating, but really giving you an opportunity to see this is what we do a lot. I mean, we do routines, but really, I mean, Davis can tell you these little combinations, we call them fillers, these little combos, we do them all season long. And so it's just really important that you can do things clean and as they're taught, because clapping, like I mentioned, if someone's just bored, it shows. And it's just, I want someone that's ready to go, that can, okay, that's a clap. Okay, boom, I know how their clap looks because they just told me. So pay attention to that stuff. All right, I'll let you keep going, Davis.
Perfect. Yeah, that looked great. I hope you guys had like some time to breathe. I don't want to kill you, but I'd like to watch it one more time just so I can kind of scroll by and see some more girls, if that's okay.
Davis, actually, I have a request.
Yes.
If possible. Could you face the camera and perform it once so everyone can just watch you, and kind of piggybacking off of what Angie just said, they can watch you perform it. They can take some little pieces from what you're doing and then hopefully modify what they're doing and then show you maybe one more time to music, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. I can absolutely do that.
Yay.
All right.
Awesome. Okay. So everyone take it in. Enjoy the show.
All right, guys, here I go. I'm dying a little bit.
That was awesome. Best hairography ever. Did y'all see her hair?
Thank you.
That was
Gotta
awesome.
make sure you
Give
get out of your
us a
face.
chat. That's awesome.
Thank you. Did
All
you
right,
guys?
y'all. Yeah, be a sponge. Take something from what you just saw and say, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to put this into my performance now. So really like just absorb what you're going to do, what small changes you're going to make. And then Davis, are you ready for them to dance again?
Yeah, I love that. Yay. Okay. Let you guys prep. All right. All right, here we go. Music's on. Yes, you guys already had so much of a difference. Your hair, it kind of just comes natural once you do it the first time. You're like, wait, I can just add a hair there and it makes the move 10 times bigger. That looks so good. I'm so happy. Does anyone have any, Angie, anything?
Ooh, sorry, it took me a second to unmute. No, I think that's it. I mean, I wish all auditions could be just a taste of what they did. Usually your brain gets more cloggy and clouded. I mean, because you're doing so much more choreography, but that wasn't our intention today. I know you guys are getting a lot of choreography. I just saw Mandy. We have one of our other Cardinals cheerleaders on here, Mandy. Wave, hey, I'm like, hey, she knows this fella. Anyways, no, Davis, that looks great. I don't know if you guys have any other questions, but that's the main, that was the main thing, is showing you guys a taste of our style, let you meet one of our captains and kind of a little bit of how we are. And yeah, GeNienne, do you have any questions?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I do. So obviously, if you all have any specific questions that you want me to ask, I will try to get to as many of them as I can. Just put question in all caps in the chat, and then we'll kind of get to those as we go through the next 15 minutes or so. So Angie, I guess I just want to talk to you first, if you can. I know I read your bio, but talk just a little bit about your journey, how you got started with dance, and then kind of getting you to where you are right now.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's see here. I didn't set out, like at 12 years old and go, I'm gonna be a dance director and a coach. I mean, I never thought of that. What happened was after college, I did or actually before college, I did the United Spirit Association, which is primarily based West Coast, but it's a varsity brand, and taught cheer camps. I was the tumbling person. I was, we stunted. It was all the fun things. And anyhow, so I was always stayed involved through high school. It was kind of the typical journey of everybody else. But what happened was I decided I want something fun to do. So after college, I auditioned for the Cardinals. And I was like, oh, I got this. My ponytail looked so great. And my plain white sports bra was just looking awesome. Anyways, then I got in there. I'm ready to go. I was helping people with dancing or with the routine. And I get in there. And right before it was my turn, I blanked. And I forgot everything. I mean, everything. So I just was like, I'm going to try and clap and see what happens. I start laughing. It was the worst. It was like kind of up there with most embarrassing moments and things you want to just cringe, crawl, run away. I hated it. So I'm like, okay, I heard the word no. If I would have heard yes, I would have been shocked. Anyway, so clearly I deserved to go home. I went home and then I looked up other teams in my area and I found the Arizona Rattlers. And that was the team that I coached, ended up coaching for 9 seasons. But I got online, again, no social media. So there was just pictures from their previous auditions. So I'd like study them and I'd say, look at like who has been there a long time. What do they look like? What tricks are they doing? And I studied. And then I even found a dance studio that was run by the then director. I went there and started taking her classes and found that other captains on the team taught there. So then I got to meet those girls. I took the classes. One was actually Heidi, who is our in-game host and became a Cardinals cheerleader later. Anyhow, it's a long story, but the story goes, I had no intentions. I just wanted to have fun and dance. And after 4 years with them, I made the Cardinals. I had the confidence and I auditioned for Cardinals and didn't mess up. So that was great. And it was a great experience. Like you mentioned, went to Super Bowl, kind of a highlight. And then after dancing for a couple seasons, the owner of my previous team, his wife contacted me and asked if I would help her coach because she had 5 children. And I was like, wow, sure. So why not? So I started there, and almost a decade later, I wrapped up when one of my former cheerleaders reached out and said, hey, we have an opening with Cardinals. I'm like, yeah, right. Anyway, so I applied for it and got the position, and that's how it all began. So when I actually started coaching Cardinals, Davis had been on the team already. So I met a lot of girls that had been there before I got there. And then there are also some girls that I coached in the arena football, now the indoor football league. But in the meantime, I'm married. I have 2 kids. I worked in sales. I worked in medical sales. I worked in interior design and sales. And yeah, this now became my full-time job, but it initially wasn't. I didn't think I would. And I just have been in the art of people management now. So that's what I do. That was a very windy road. I'm sorry, but that was kind of, and then there's all the Oscar stuff in the mix there too. So.
Well, and that's the thing about life, right? You don't necessarily set out to be what you currently are, but that's all the twists and turns. And it's just kind of cool, your journey to kind of get you to where you are now. And just thinking about your teams and like being a coach and then ultimately a judge, what are you looking for? Like if you had to name like the top 3 things that you're looking for someone on your teams, what would they be?
Let's see. I think the top 3 things I'm looking for in a person, number 1 is coachability, because although we all want a masterful person, we want someone who does know it all. If you can't be coached, it's really hard for you to also be a teammate. And so coachability is something I really look for, and just it really kind of goes along with an attitude. So I'd probably say a great attitude and, that hard work ethic. But, there's a lot that goes into it. A well-rounded person is someone that really thrives in our program, because as 2020 taught us, when the dance gets removed from the dance team, who you are as a person is magnified. And if I wouldn't have had strong individuals that were well-rounded and just amazing human beings, this would have been a really, really rough year, but we made the most of it. And all the girls found new ways to just stay engaged with each other and have fun and stay, committed to the organization. These are really long answers, sorry. But the last thing, I don't know if I'm narrowing that to 3, but I can't emphasize enough is being someone that is a good teammate, because every person that I see and all the girls that I coach, I'd say 99% of the time, they're always going to be nice to me. And what they're going to say to their teammates and how they're going to act at practice when I'm not around is truly how that person is. And it's one thing to put a reference down like, oh, GeNienne, can I add you as a reference? I'm applying for this job or this team. But I'm more interested, I like to know, what did your teammates think of you? Were you the one that was, oh, yes, coach, yes, and then they leave and you don't want to do another rep and you don't want to run another time? And that's just something that it's, goes along with having integrity and, being a disciplined person. But I have just found the people that are amazing teammates make the best overall cheerleader, and they seem to just thrive in life. So yeah, I don't know what you want to make of those 3 things, but I just want a well-rounded, amazing person. And we share a passion for dance first and foremost, but you have to have so much going on that makes you the person you are before the dance part. I couldn't.
Yeah, no, I love. No, and we don't want you to. The more information you can give, the better, because that's why we want you on here, right? Like, we don't get the opportunity to talk to coaches and directors very often. So I think it's wonderful, because I think the typical person thinks that you're going to say dance and technique and like all of these things, and you didn't mention any of that. And so I just want everyone to kind of think about that a lot of coaches and directors are looking for something so much deeper. And so I appreciate you sharing that. So there is a question in here from Lena. She says, what does your audition process typically look like? I know that virtual, we had to change things up and all of that, but just a typical audition, what does it look like round to round?
Yeah, that's a really great question, because I'm kind of curious myself moving forward what things will look like. Let's just say dream year. Okay. A typical situation for us is we are going to have some sort of preliminary round with maybe a 30 to 45 second dance routine. And that's the day that you show, that's when you first audition. You're going to audition with a dance. But leading up to doing that actual dance, you are going to have probably taken a headshot and sent in a headshot. You're going to have filled out an application, told us a little bit about your background. You're going to submit all those details. So before you actually get there to dance, something just to note is dot your I's, cross your T's, pay attention to dates and deadlines and the details, because there's not a single girl on the team. Actually, we have all females this year, but there's not a single person on the team that doesn't know, okay, what did this say? They follow instructions, because I coach adults, and that's the first thing. I don't need to hold hands. I don't need to read the directions, follow the directions, then show up early, which means on time, but early. Then you do the dance portion. So after you do the initial dance portion, we'll usually make cuts from there, add on, do a little bit more of the dancing part. But all the while, you're interacting with the choreographer. You're interacting with the other people that are auditioning. We notice all of that. So after we narrow it down just based on, what we've seen through those preliminary rounds of dancing, we'll then bring in, we'll have you come in professional attire to do an interview. And at that time, we're able to see, okay, this is how they would be at the Phoenix Open, at the Phoenix Children's Hospital. This is how they will be at appearances, which typical year, the Cardinals cheerleaders do about 200 to 250 appearances. So again, we have 8 games plus preseason, 250 appearances. So it's very important that you are well-spoken. It's important that you can carry on a conversation, asking questions, and also avoid hot topics. We don't need you to talk about what a player recently did that might have been, something he wanted to take back or embarrass. We want you to talk about positive things, and just being able to have the knowledge of how to how to navigate through a conversation and lead it with someone you just met. That's really important because we do it all the time. We go through the interview round. We also do, let's see here. I'm trying to think, it's been a couple of years. So when we take that take a group of finalists that we do an interview with, we are dancing. We'll also do what we call like a media night, where we take your photo and then we do a little video that we have that content for announcing the team. So there's a lot that goes into it, but also what you put on your resume is important. I can't emphasize enough, don't fluff a resume unless you can back it up, because nothing drives me. I mean, just don't do it. If you can't back it up, don't do it. Don't put it on there. So, yeah, any other kind of general questions on that? But I don't know what it's going to look like going forward. We're still waiting on some of the, we're still waiting like everyone else is to find out when we get the green light to do things. So.
Yeah, no, perfect. And I mean, I think most people do understand that, just because, like you said, everyone is waiting. And obviously you may not be able to answer this for this year, but in leading up to an audition, as far as prep classes or just opportunities where people can learn your style and dance a little bit more with you before the actual audition process, what opportunities are out there for prospects?
Right. So typically before we hold an audition, we like to engage all the hopefuls and say, hey, come check us out. And in doing so, we'll do a prep class. Again, I don't know what that looks like this year, but I'm hopeful that whenever we get to discussing our audition process, we like to do that first, because that way people know, is this the right fit for me? Do I want to spend my time doing this? And we will have prep classes for usually a couple weeks leading up. And what I like to do is have my current team, typically I'll have the captains lead those workshops. I'm there, but I have them lead it because I want to run it the same way that practice would be. I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm not trying to get out there and, do anything that I wouldn't normally do at a practice. So the setup is a captain is running you through a routine that we actually did on game day, answering questions. If they don't know, they'll ask me. But that's how our normal practice runs. I let our captains be in charge of their lines and lead our team. And I want everyone that comes to audition to see that and to feel comfortable and ask questions. I mean, to the people teaching. But there are other classes. I've seen a lot of great virtual pop-up classes. Oscar mentioned he does one. There's different, I know UCLA dance coach has one. There's some up on out of, I think, Jacksonville. I've seen a ton of them, and it's just a great way. Find something you like, find something that works for you, but just keep taking classes. The best thing that came out of this COVID situation was all of us being able to have access to more across the country, where before, no one from Arizona could have attended if this was in the DC area live,
Yep, such a great point. I know, and that's the thing. Our program, a lot of it has been virtual, but we had not yet taken this workshop virtual. So it was, an advantage. I agree too, kind of trying to find the positive in the crazy for 2020 and 2021. So here's a quick question for you. And then I actually have a question for Davis. And I think you said another person hopped on. Was it Mandy you said?
Yeah, Mandy's here too.
Okay, awesome. So just for you, and maybe a lot of people suffer from this, because I know I did at a couple of auditions, when you blank out right before you have to go in front of the judges. So do you have, and that's obviously it's nerves. So do you have any tips on how to either better memorize the choreography so that doesn't happen, and or how to handle it if it does happen once you're in front of the judges?
Yeah, is that question for me or were you asking Davis?
Oh, actually, well, I was asking you, but that probably is a good question for Davis.
I'll tell you mine, and then I'll tell you mine, and then Davis can answer. I don't think Davis ever forgets a dance. That's the thing. My situation that I learned now, well, unfortunately for me, I reverse everything now because I'm always on this side of it. But I just hit key things. Like in the routine you guys just learned, you heard the music breakdown. When the verse started, she was going in with the half T. So try to always, as you're learning the music or as you're learning the routine, place it with parts in the music. And I always tell them, for example, on a double turn at the end, you notice Davis, I think she did ball change 1, 2, kick 3, 4, prepped on 5. 6, double turn 7, 8 on 1. She shot out to a T. In my mind, and I tell the team this too, that hitting that T on 1 is very important, because that means whether you're hopping through that turn or whatever, you're together and you're sharp. So whether you did a single turn or a real ugly double, T is on 1 and make it work. Like, master the things that are simple and know when they are, because you will get lost at times. Well, some of us do. And if you get lost, you want to know how to get back on. Also, the little combo she taught today, when she was doing the big claps, you heard the difference in the song. Music came back on. It was time for the repeat. So if you had gotten carried away in your freestyle, oh my gosh, we're right here. Okay, let me catch on. And 5, 6, up, 7, 8. Like, learn where it comes in. So you do it over. And when you have the opportunity to play the music over and over, those are the things you should do, is connect key moments that you can master with parts of the music. So hopefully if you do get lost, you can recover easily.
Love that. All right. Great advice. Great advice. Now, Davis, here is a question for you from Della. She says, what do you value most in a teammate, and what are the ways you like to prepare when coming back as a veteran?
Yes. So kind of just like you said, I just value a teammate. I know it's kind of still today we get that rap, like having girls together, a big group of girls, it's a little catty. No, our teammates, like what we look for and what we have is like women supporting women and men. And it's just so great. Everyone's there supporting you, backing you up. They want you to be the best, because it's not a solo career, it's a team. So when you have people that are just constantly supporting you on the field, in practice, and then in your career, you're going to go on with these women, these men for the rest of your life, job opportunities and things like that. Just have people who lift you up. And then preparing for an audition, sometimes I say it's a little scary to be a vet, just because you have a little bit more weight on your shoulders. You want to represent the brand really well. So just like keep up, constantly practice. Don't get too comfortable thinking that I've been here before, I know what I'm doing, because you never know what's going to happen. And kind of, as Angie mentioned, with auditions, like the most important thing I always tell myself is be uncomfortable when you're learning the routine, and when you're in the room with all the girls getting that choreography, move around the room, maybe change your perspective so you're not so focused and comfortable, and then you get uncomfortable once you get to the stage to audition. So get all those weird things you do out of your body before you go to the stage. So just and ask for help. Everyone's willing to help you, so it's never a scary thing. And that's my big thing is, if you're a vet, it doesn't matter. If you need help, ask for it. So that's, yeah, definitely lean on the girls around you is what I would say.
Yeah, perfect. And I can tell just from, if you all are anything like Angie, then most definitely you all are going to be there willing and ready to help all potentials that are at your auditions. And that's my goal, right? To help other people understand that there are teams outside of the teams in their backyard, like to expand and travel and to go to other auditions. So kind of with that in mind, Mandy, I wanted to come to you. If you had to give a tip or two to people that are listening that have never been to a Cardinals audition, what would you tell them to help them ease their nerves and just be themselves at auditions? Like maybe some success tips that you have for Cardinals auditions.
Yeah, definitely. I would say, so was it, I think 2 years ago almost now, was my first time auditioning for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was my very first pro audition experience ever. And so I totally understand the nerves and not knowing what to expect, especially, if you've never done pro before. Honestly, it's just like what Davis said. Our team is very much like a band of girls who really encourage each other. And I even encountered that the moment that I walked in. Like, you find people who feel the same way that you do. So talk to them, ask them where they're from, what's their dance experience, and you'll just be more comfortable that way, knowing that there's someone right next to you who feels exactly how you do. And it's also nice to have girls, like little buddies throughout the audition process, who you can go over the dance with. You can talk to them about what they're wearing, what their hair is. Maybe this girl knows how to curl hair really well, that girl knows how to do eyeliner. Like, you just gotta find the strengths in each person that you encounter yourself with. And then the other thing is just be confident in yourself. I think it's the hardest thing to do sometimes as a dancer. there's someone right next to you, it's hard not to pay attention to what their strengths are, but just know what you bring to the table and let it shine, because that's what all the judges look for, is that little something that makes you unique and makes their eye drawn to you.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is so great. So thank you, Mandy, for joining. Davis, obviously, oh my goodness, that was so much fun just watching you dance. I was over here and I was like, oh my gosh, I might still have this in me. I was dancing with you. It was a lot of fun. Really appreciate you being here with us. And then Angie, any last remarks before we let you all go?
I agree with everything you're saying. The journey is different for everyone. Even right here, Davis, like she mentioned, she did 4 years doing palm with those 6 a.m. Call times, working with band at U of A. Mandy came right from a high school program, and their experience was different getting to Cardinals. But once they're here, they both have their unique values, and they both take away, they both take things away from the program, but it's going to look different for every person. So that's all I can tell you, is like, your journey may be different. I didn't make my first team till I was 25. I hadn't even thought of the idea till mid-20s. And when I did the Cardinals and was on the team, age call out here, but I was 29 when I made the Cardinals. So when girls come to me at 24, they're like, I'm old. I was like, oh, honey, sit down. But the thing is, it's going to be different for everyone. So don't compare yourself to the person next to you. Compare yourself to being better than you were the day before. And I don't know what that looks like for everybody, but you'll find it. And you'll find what team, like you said, GeNienne, there are teams other places. I have a lot of girls on the team now that came to Arizona for other reasons. Maybe it was college, maybe it was grad school, and then they came and found Cardinals. So, do your life, do you, don't be afraid if moving around is what you want to do, but then find out what's nearby, that could help you fill this passion.
Wonderful. Great words to end on. Everyone, please show your love and support and care and just overall gratefulness for the Arizona Cardinals, these amazing women on with us. Put your comments in the chat, but then also let's unmute and just say thank you to Angie, Davis, and Mandy, you didn't teach, but you gave some really good advice. So we do appreciate you. So let's give our love. Go ahead and unmute, everybody.
Thank you all
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate y'all joining us this year. Wonderful. Okay.